This is my review of the Ion Profile LP Vinyl Conversion Turntable. I picked this up at Office Depot during Black Friday weekend for $59. This is a pretty nice turntable. Probably doesn't have the highest quality cartridge. Possibly could get a better one. But it does what it's designed to do very well. It has two speeds, 33 and 45, and it also has software that will supposedly convert 78 records, so we'll see how that works later. On the back there's a USB port and RCA jacks to connect to your stereo. The nice thing about this unit is it does not connect to a phono input. So if you have a AV receiver that doesn't have a phono input, this is ideal. And in fact, it cannot connect to a phono input. It's a line out. It's a manual belt drive turntable. So as you come across, it'll start. One nice feature is that when it gets to the end of the record, it does automatically return and shut the turntable off. So there it is, just hooked up to my home stereo, playing through the through a regular RCA jack input. Now we'll go take a look at the software. Now this is the software Easy Vinyl tape converter that comes with the turntable. It uses iTunes to encode the songs, so whatever settings you have set in iTunes, it'll do that. I think by default it's 160K MP3, and I changed mine to 256K MP3. So all you do is press record and then start the record. This will automatically split the tracks for you, or you can do it manually. As soon as it's done, just click Next. Then you can put in the artist, album, and title names. In this case, I just did the first side. and then just click next. And it will then use iTunes. As you can see, if it's iTunes is running, iTunes is now converting the files to the setting that you have set up in preferences in iTunes. And would I like to record something else? And I'm just going to say no. And that's done. So now you can go into your music library. And there's the J. Giles Band. Those tracks I just put in. Now, that's pretty good for doing MP3s, but if you want to use this software to create CDs for CD quality, I suggest using Audacity. When you set this up to record with Audacity, you can save it as a WAV file. Difference with Audacity is generally it won't cut the tracks for you. You'll just have to record the whole album side and then just block out each track and save it as a song. But of course on the plus side you get the full uncompressed version of the song, which is generally about, instead of being 9 meg, it's about 90 meg for each. If we look at the songs I just did, you'll see these songs, and for instance this one is 8.9 megabytes. Look at the details, you can see it's a 256 kbps bit rate, and it's iTunes encoded by. So it does a good job if you just want to get your music into iTunes. I would suggest, if you want a better quality to burn CDs, to use Audacity. Now, one thing I did have to do, I had to go into this control panel and sound. You choose the recording tab. Here's the input device. It's a microphone USB audio codec, it's called. You have to change the properties of the in advanced to 2 channels. For some reason, by default, in many of the Windows operating systems, when you install this Ion software, it'll just be 1 channel. So just change that, and it's in the instructions. Change it to 2 channel, 16-bit CD quality. You will have to play around a little bit with the input level. I set mine to 4. I think by default it was set to 1, and that was a little low. One thing I did find in Audacity, I had to set my input level at 0.1. So again, that'll be just something you can play around with to see what works best for you. You just don't want the audio to clip. So that's my review of the Ion turntable. I think it's a good buy.